watching from your screen. So,
Okay. So, this is an interesting record. It's late at night. We've tried to record something else that didn't go through, and now we are stuck to looking at someone's Instagram and talking about two-car garages.
yes. Actually, right, why is it like two car? Like, why two cars? Like, why can't it be three or one or four? Like, why do you think it's like two car?
It's actually an interesting question. I've never actually, because in my dream, I want to have like eight.
You're a lunatic, man.
Oh, okay, if you think of it this way, you need one daily driver, you
Mm,
need one family hauler. Your daily driver needs to be a coupe. Your family hauler hauls the family. You need
yeah.
one track car.
Okay.
You need one cheapo car to just like drive around incognito, and you can
Yeah,
just
that's
leave it
four
anywhere.
four cars. Yeah. What about the other
You need an
four?
off-roader.
Okay, I seeing where this is going, right? It's
Uh-huh.
just like you are going to name every single class of car that you can possibly buy.
No, okay, fine.
Oh,
There's another one. You just need a classic and you need a supercar. So it's seven. You
okay,
need seven cars.
okay, fair. But I think two car is because two cars is the minimum amount of car you can have in order to achieve whatever you want to do. So like you can't have a family car and a car that you enjoy driving both in one car, right? I mean, I'm sure they are out there and depends who you are. There might be a car out there for you, but more often than not, it's like it will be quite different, right?
You can just have one car. You can just have
Oh, one car that does it
just get
all.
a Range Rover Sport.
Yeah, but most people are not are not baller enough to afford a Range Rover Sport.
Then one perfect car.
There isn't one, I'm telling you. If you came out with eight at first and you're thinking you can condense eight of them to one everyday car.
Okay. Okay. If you remove things like the classic and you remove the supercar, you're left with you want something fast, you want something practical, you want something
Don't
that
tell me hot
can go
hatch.
anywhere. What?
Don't say hot hatch.
No, I'm not. Okay. Fast, practical, can go anywhere, is classy enough to not make you look like a
Boy racer.
70s hobo. Yeah.
Yeah.
Will start every time,
Mm.
and it's cheap enough that you can afford it.
Okay. I'd like to hear what is this.
So it will be a hot SUV of some sort.
Hot SUV.
Yeah.
Oh, like what, a Tiguan R?
Yes.
Oh, actually, now come to think of it, that actually does make sense.
It fits everything. I was thinking of things like a RAV4 Prime or like because it ticks all the boxes. Although there is a lot of SUV hate, the
Yeah.
perfect car will be something like a Tiguan R.
Actually, though, okay, slightly off topic, but I know we're on this Instagram page now, but can I just have a look at how the Tiguan R look like
Go ahead, let me
in
Google
case
this.
you viewers are curious as well? What is a Tiguan R and why is the only car you need? Oh, it looks quite sporty.
Yeah,
Is it using like the Golf R engine?
I think so. Because people always said the only car you need is a Golf. But a Golf is a bit too small for most family people these days with stuff. So one step up from the Golf is the Tiguan.
And I don't think you are losing that much performance anyway. Especially since you're gaining so much in practicality, it's like it's okay to forego a little bit of performance, but it looks good though.
Yeah, it doesn't look too bad. And the other car that came up to my mind right now is the CX-5.
Have you actually driven the CX-5?
Yes, I have. I've driven the 2.5 turbo. I really like that one.
Okay. So was it sporty?
It has enough power,
Right. Okay. That makes sense
and
for
it looks better than the Tiguan. So,
yeah, the Tiguan
if,
looks a bit boxy, I would say.
yeah, if you just needed one car, get a Mazda CX-5.
Agreed.
Oh well, that's quite anticlimactic.
I mean,
But yeah, but if
yeah.
you are a person who doesn't really like cars and you just want a car to do everything well, I don't see what's wrong with a CX-5 or like a CX-7, the bigger one if you want 7 seats.
No, but you're saying for non-car enthusiasts, but our key question here is what is the perfect car for you as a car enthusiast?
The CX-5.
Okay, so whether or not you are a car enthusiast, CX-5 is the only car you need.
Okay,
Okay,
The
Now
thing
that we
is,
sorted one car out.
no, I still have to add an addendum to this.
Okay.
The the rule that people say is that if you don't get a Golf, get a 3 Series. And I think you
Okay.
can make the argument for a 330D Touring,
Yes. Certainly. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
especially with X Drive if you want to go anywhere.
But right, I think it's not as sporty. Okay, because we started off with the Tiguan R. I'm sure the Tiguan R is really fast. The CX-5 obviously you can't compare to the Tiguan R, and the 330D I don't think can be compared in that way. It's not as
No, but
fast.
I think
So does it check the fun box?
it's still torquey,
Yeah.
and I'm sure
Okay. Fair
it'll
enough.
cruise the motorway very well.
Okay.
And I think it will be a sportier drive than the Tiguan R because you're just sitting lower down.
Sporty, yes. Fast, maybe not. Don't think so.
I'm going to bet it's about the same.
Okay, for my curiosity and the viewers' imaginary curiosity, let's see which one is faster, 0 to 60.
The Tiguan R has 320 horsepower and 420 newton meters of torque.
4.9 seconds, look, 4.9 seconds.
Jeez.
And cars these days are getting so quick, man. We were just talking about, okay, there's a sneak peek into our next episode, which is got to do with supercars. So, but we were discussing earlier the 360 Ferrari, the one about almost 20 years ago, does 0 to 60 in like 5
5
seconds, right?
seconds, yeah.
And the Tiguan R today does it in 5 seconds as well.
So a jacked up Golf that's slightly larger has the same acceleration power as a reasonably exciting Ferrari from 20 years ago.
Yes, technology, science. Now let's get back to our the main topic of our podcast today.
Yes, let's veer back from talking about one car solutions to two
Hmm.
car solutions.
Yes, two car solutions. So you want to introduce a bit about this Instagram page that we found over here?
I honestly have no idea because I only saw it on Doug DeMuro's Insta a long time ago.
Or was it just one post?
Yeah, it was just one post about his Defender with a Miura, I think. And I was like,
Ah,
oh, okay, that's quite an interesting site. As you can see, I
yeah.
don't even follow them.
But yeah, so they post submitted pictures, right, of
I don't know.
people's two cars garage.
I have no idea. I presume
Oh, it's
so.
just okay. Let's just assume that it's that. Okay, so at
Okay.
least like whatever we are about to critique is actually valid. So
Yeah,
tonight
we're not
we are
critiquing
going
their
to
pictures anyway. We're critiquing the cars in it.
the car choice. Like what we're going to do today is we will critique these cars, the pair of cars, and see whether we would like it for our own garage, and
Yeah,
at the same time draw some inspiration as to what our dream two car solution might be.
I think critique is a bit too strong a word. I think it's discuss.
Discuss,
Critique makes us
discuss.
sound like we have a knowledgeable opinion, which we don't. Anyway,
Okay, okay.
you
Start
want to
with the
start
first one.
most recent or the oldest first?
We can start from the most recent.
Okay. For the sake of expediency, I'm just gonna scroll through and then we're just gonna see what is here.
The one that caught my eye is obviously the second row, first one.
This one,
Yeah.
Caterham and Up GTI.
I think that's a rather sad garage though.
It's
It's
about
like
30 grand, you know. If you think a Caterham is about 15 for this spec of Caterham, but you think about 15, a used Caterham is about 15 grand, a used Up GTI is about 15 grand. That's a 30 grand garage right there. Pounds.
wait, seriously? A
Yeah,
Caterham
Caterhams are not cheap.
is no not cheap, but they sound pretty cheap to me, 15 grand.
I think you can get a really ropey one for 15. And you get okay, I
Wait,
think you can get the most basic Caterham for 15. Done with the three
that
cylinder Suzuki.
is that a basic Caterham?
Not really. It's a track Caterham. It's got racing seats, no windshield.
Okay. So it's I in this case, it's either you're at a track or you feel broke as fuck.
No, but this two car garage is it's for a bachelor.
Oh, that definitely. Yeah, definitely. You're not bringing anyone with you on any of those cars.
You know
Actually,
this
bring your partner in the
this
Caterham.
reminds me of the Miata topic where none of these cars have practicality.
Well, I'm sure as we go down the list, there will be some that might actually work.
Because just look at the one immediately above. It's a 918 and a M5.
M5.
At least one of them has four doors.
No, at least one of them will run reliably.
Yes, the Porsche.
And the one that runs reliably can't fetch people in it.
Nope.
Uh,
No, but think you can fetch your mechanic back to fix the M5.
sure, sure, if you put it that way.
No, okay, if you want reliable, the one next to it is okay.
Um,
Toyota Land Cruiser and a 356.
what
They're
is
both
that?
old.
356. What is that actually?
Porsche.
Oh, I thought it looked like Porsche. It looked like Beetles, which were Porsches, right?
Yeah,
Land Cruiser. Cool, cool. But
Land
they're
Cruiser
both
will run
old
and run and
cars.
run. And they're both old, but the Land Cruiser
They
will
work.
survive anything, yeah.
Okay.
And if you want a bit more modern, just look directly below. Cayenne.
Oh, okay. That looks like an ad.
It probably is. Probably
So
is an ad.
Cayenne, is this the same Porsche as the orange one?
Yeah.
356.
Cayenne
Interesting.
356. So you got a
This
practical family hauler that's quite
mm,
fast, and then you got your classic car if you want to feel like you're driving, you know.
which is quite slow. How ironic.
Oh, it's the Porsche Club of Atlanta. Porsche Experience Center of Atlanta.
Okay, knew it was an ad.
Next,
That's all right.
scrolling down,
Ooh, the BMW.
the
That's a
clown shoe.
horseshoe. The horseshoe. The clown shoe and
Yes,
the okay, never
X5.
mind. Yeah, X5. That's a bit too BMW fanboy.
The X5 won't be the BM I want. I'll take the clown shoe definitely. And if I want a practical BMW 530i E39 in that generation, if I was sticking to that generation, it looks a bit fat, but it's okay.
Yeah, it's okay, but I think not my favorite choice of BMW.
Or you can get the one next to it. That one. A modern. I'm willing to bet Alpina.
Yeah, it looks like Alpina green. Oh, it
Yeah,
is
it
an
is. It
Alpina
is an Alpina.
V3. Oh, and what's the other
Is
one?
it a 3 or a 5?
Five, I
I
think.
think it's a.
I think. No, no, it's a tree. No, 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 no,
Yeah.
it's a tree. It's a tree.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
cars have grown
massive.
so much these days. Yeah.
Okay, I think the one next to it is a DB4
F.
Zagato, if I'm willing to say.
I only
Or
know
DB.
it's an Aston.
Yes, okay. We'll move on from that. Aston, Land
uh,
Rover, V8 Vantage,
Not bad, but still a bit too uh
impractical,
impractical. It's like a fantasy, this. You know it just won't work. It's either you're a millionaire or you're hopelessly
or a farmer.
because you
Yeah,
use your tractor more than you use your car, right?
you have one car to show off to everyone you go down to the pub with, and then you have another car to drive in the field.
Yeah, fair enough.
This is the poor man's Harry's garage. Instead of all his
Uh,
fancy
uh
80s supercars, he has just one reasonably okay Aston. And
Modest.
that Astons are cheap right now.
Like what, 40K?
Yeah, 30,000, 40,000 pounds, you can get it easily. And it's not
Okay.
even the V12, it's just the V8.
You can tell?
Yeah, the V12 is the twin grills one on
Okay.
the bonnet.
Okay.
And a old Land Rover, Series 1 80-ish wheelbase. I think I can't remember what it's called. But yeah, next,
And all these they're just too fantasy. Okay, look at the bottom left.
this one.
The no bottom.
Oh, this one.
This
It's a
looks like, oh,
video.
it's a video.
No, but still, it's a LS and a Defender.
Nah, that's too much money.
Defender 90 is what? 60, 70 grand? Because this is on steel wheels, so it must be the base one.
Mm-hmm.
The
In the
base
LS.
four-cylinder. And that's not a new
Personally,
Lexus LS.
yeah, it isn't. But personally, none of these cars particularly fun though.
This one, Corvette C8 and a. Oh,
Is that a minivan?
yes.
This can't be real. This must be just
Why
two
not?
random cars parked up beside each other. I don't believe this is real.
Well, I think I could. No, I don't think I can live with this garage. Because I'll just go on the Corvette every time. And then I won't have kids. The only time I'll
Like
drive the minivan is when I need to dump something.
it's like your transporter van, like when you need to
Yeah.
fetch something or dump something. It's like, how
Or when I
can
have
you bring
friends
your
around, you
kids?
know.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's all right as well. As a joke, right? Not actually like for practical reasons, I would think.
No, I think
Because
it'll be
like
yeah. It's a van that I don't mind getting sick in.
getting sick in.
Yeah, that means it's a van that you can just trash.
Oh, okay. Yeah, as a joke.
Okay. Even this one's not too bad.
What's that? So
Bronco,
it's
OG
a
Bronco and a Cayman.
huh? Why is it? Does the picture look distorted or is the Cayman looks long?
Picture looks a bit weird.
Yeah, it's distorted, but okay. A
Maybe
is
the
that a
fisheye
Bronco?
lens. Yeah.
This one's not
Again
bad.
though, all two doors.
Oh, I mean two
Yeah.
doors, but the Bronco has 5 seats.
Yeah, they need to move the seat around, push the front seat forward. Yeah.
Who needs 5 seats? Who needs 4 doors?
This is not too bad. Macan
That's
and GT3? It's a Macan
this is
Turbo.
this is overkill, man.
This is okay. I don't mind this garage. I'll
Oh,
take
of course I
something
don't
less
mind
than
it,
a GT3.
but it's too Porsche fanboy, you know. It's like too much Porsche. Don't you
Yeah,
want some diversity in your car lineup?
okay. If you're only buying from one manufacturer, Porsche is actually only the answer.
Why do they have like ecosystem like Apple as well? Like what's this?
No. Look, you have the sports car segment, which is the 718 Cayman Boxster. You've got your Estate, which is your Panamera.
Panamera, alright, okay.
You've got your EV, which is your Taycan. You've got your SUVs in both sizes, Macan and your Cayenne. And then you have your sports car to supercar, which is your 911, whichever range you want.
So your point being that these are all good cars in the lineup. They are all like very good cars.
Yeah,
Okay. I see your point, but we're not trying to run a Porsche ad here with like
we're
10
not.
different Porsches in your driveway.
No, but
And furthermore,
if you're gonna buy one, if you're only gonna stick to one manufacturer for life, you can't
okay,
go
if
wrong
you
with
put it that
Porsche.
way, yes, 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 yes. But that's not something normal. But yes, I do agree with you. If one manufacturer only as many cars as you want, yes, Porsche is the most balanced, I would say. Right? No, they don't have a pickup truck. Oh, who needs a pickup truck anyway?
Yeah, buy a Cayenne.
Uh
This
oh yeah, pickup truck. Uh,
Toyota Tacoma M3.
that's all right. Um, except I just don't know which car I would use to like haul people in. Uh,
Tacoma, yes, 4 doors.
I don't think the Tacoma.
Yeah, it's 4 doors.
Would
It's
you
a double
rather
cab.
be in the back? Hmm?
Okay, I would rather be in the back of an M3, but like I don't think I would fit my parents in the back of an M3.
So you think that people will fit better at the back of Tacoma compared to the M3?
Slightly.
At least there's more headroom lah. I think that's the main
There's
difference.
more headroom and you can get into your own set of doors.
Yeah. Okay. And the ride will be better in the
Terrible.
Tacoma, you think?
Oh, it's a
Terrible in the
pickup.
okay. So they're both
They're both bad.
right. They both ride terribly. Your ass is
Yes.
gonna hurt.
Yes.
Okay, that's not a good one. That's
Also, if you're gonna pick your parents up from the airport, I can guarantee you the Tacoma will start. I can't do the same with the M3.
uh yeah, but the Tacoma is not exactly the kind of car you want to pick someone up from the airport, I would say.
Not that bad. This one has a bed cover. It's fine.
Do you know what? I'll probably convert the bed to like a like something.
So basically, you just want a RAV4.
Yeah, I'll much rather have a RAV4 than Tacoma.
How about this then?
Okay, this one is also similar, but I guess the only difference is that instead of the Tacoma, you have a Range Rover. I guess
Land
that's not
Rover
Range Rover, that's the
Discovery.
Land Rover Defend. Oh, this
Discovery.
Discovery, yeah, yeah, Discovery, Discovery.
Discovery 1. Yeah.
Um, oh, this is much better. Yeah, I
I
could actually see myself driving around in the Land Rover.
really?
That's- Yeah, 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 yeah. Like as a car just to go anywhere, I would drive the Land Rover.
I like the E46 M3, okay? Although I prefer the E36 personally, but I do agree that this is probably the better M3, so that's a good choice.
Mm.
The Discovery
Nice
though,
rims.
uh, yes, very nice rims. Discovery though,
It looks like it can weather storms. I don't know if it actually can, but it looks capable.
it could drive through the flood, but will it start?
Say with a garage like this, it's like can't really depend on any one of
Either.
them.
Yep.
Yeah, either one of them you can't. So
I like a Land Rover, but I think I'll take a Land Cruiser.
oh yeah, definitely. Okay, yeah, yeah. I think if that was a Land Cruiser instead, it would be perfect.
So, how about this though? If you're looking at Land Rovers, this one I can live with.
This is a disco as well, right?
Yep, Disco 4, I think.
Oh, this is
Disco
nicer
4
though.
E39 M5. This is a good
Oh,
garage.
so nice, the M5.
Yep.
Ah,
The question won't be which one can start. The question will be which one do I take?
yeah.
Then again, the Discovery probably won't start lah, but
Assuming that they both start, I guess
okay.
I would want to take the Discovery on the day where I feel like a boss.
Mm.
Whereas the M5 is on the day I feel like having fun. That's just me.
I think the M5 will be the days I feel excited.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
want to get to
Excited.
work.
Yes.
Whereas the
Yeah.
Discovery is just the days I don't feel like going to work. Just that I don't
Oh.
feel like talking to anyone, so I'm going into Discovery because I know that
Yeah,
I will
yeah, yeah.
reward over everyone. Yeah.
Actually, yeah, yeah. I kind of see where you're coming from. It's like two different moods.
This is a good garage.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Okay,
Take
like this
notes.
one. Urus Cayman.
No way this is a garage. It's just two random cars parked next to
Yeah,
each other.
but okay. Urus Cayman. Good garage, bad garage. I don't mind.
Uh, nah, I'll pass. I'll pass. They're both
Why?
too. Okay, actually, I guess the Cayman is like, see, right? Your daily driver happens to be the more impractical car, which is the Cayman.
Won't your daily driver be the Urus?
I don't know if I want to drive every day around that Urus though. It's so big, loud, screams, gangster.
I think the Urus is a bit too flashy.
Yeah, it's too flashy. Hence why, I mean, at least for me, it can't be my daily driver.
Okay, I think if the Urus was the Land Rover, I don't mind. Because the Land
Oh
Rover is a
yeah,
bit
for sure.
sedate. Yeah.
Which Land Rover are you talking about? Like that?
Just now the Disco 4.
Oh, so instead of the M5, you have a King.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, that will be better. And I will actually daily drive the Land Rover.
because you're gonna need one car to be the soft squidgy one, and then you need one car that's the I want some fire today.
Yeah, actually, right. The combination of like a sports car and a SUV is actually quite a good balance and
Yeah,
shows like different moods as well. And there, actually see a common theme here, lah. Especially, you see the
yeah.
SRT.
Is it a Hellcat? No idea. It's a okay. I honestly have no idea what that is.
We're not very well versed in cars from the other side of the world.
It's a Challenger, but I have no idea what the other. I
Oh,
have
the
no idea
other
what the
one
other car is. Yeah,
has like a Swiss flag on it.
no idea. Moving on. I'm just still scrolling through.
Look at the BMW.
Which one? This one.
Uh, yeah, can go to Type R after that.
Okay, we have i3 and a GT3 Touring.
GTI 3.
GTI 3. i3 too small.
Is it actually too small? You think it can fit five people comfortably? I,
No,
I would think it could.
no, no. But
This
okay,
is alright.
you need the second car to not only fit five people comfortably. You need it to fit other stuff.
Mm,
Like if you go to IKEA or you go to I don't know buy a lot of groceries.
mm. It's actually so sad. Not sad lah, but it's just funny how they're almost the same size.
I think it's just the picture.
Okay, I'm not talking about the height. Talking about like the width and the length. I'm pretty sure like the Porsche is wider and longer than the
Yeah, I
i3.
was gonna say that. The
Because the
Porsche is
i3
bigger.
is not big. Yeah. Oh, that's just sad. Okay, we
Well,
can look at
both can seat four
the
people.
NSX. Huh?
Both can seat four people,
Yes, yes. The i3 can barely,
and the
and
Porsche
so
can
does
also
the
barely.
Porsche. Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
NSX CTR,
Oh, what?
Civic Type R.
Oh, nah, not for me. It's like they're two the same car.
No, okay, I'm reading the caption here. Pick your JDM pair for all your toge needs. That's actually quite an interesting question.
Oh, ADM pair.
I know.
I'll let you take the NSX, of course.
No, no, no. If I was gonna pick a JDM pair, I would probably go for something like a this is where I'm gonna be very nerdy. A Toyota Chaser JZX 100 and possibly a oh, that's interesting. I want a Sylvia because the
Okay,
Chaser is a large Toyota sedan from like the 90s to the 2000s that
yeah.
looks somewhat like a BMW 3 Series, but it has the 1JZ engine.
Okay, since you say it's like very nerdy, right? Can you
Mm-hmm.
give us some hints as
Oh
to
yeah,
what
I'll just
they
Google a
actually
picture.
look like?
Yeah,
Oh, okay, okay.
I've been watching a lot of drift videos, so
What are they rear wheel drive?
yeah, it's rear wheel drive with the 1JZ. I'm gonna be really embarrassed if it's a 2J.
Hey, what's the 1J or 2JZ again? Supra?
Yeah, the Supra it is a 2J. Shit.
Oh, so it does have a 2JZ.
Yeah.
So can you like mod it?
Oh yeah, a lot of people put the 5-speed manual in the Chaser. And they even have a touring version.
They have a touring chaser,
Yeah. Chaser Estate. I don't think it's called a. No, sorry, they have a Crown Estate.
Toyota Crown.
Hmm. See, I don't mind something like this. Or I also like the Nissan Stagea. This will be a
I'm not
pain
gonna
to
ask
edit,
where
but
you. Oh, this is nice.
yeah, this
It
you can
looks
even
like
put
a
the
Subaru.
R34 front end in front.
Oh, okay. Does it have anything to do with the R35 other than the front end?
No, 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 R34. This one, it
Uh,
has the RB20 something engine in it. So it's also rear-wheel drive. That's why. The JDM, the more you get into the JDM scene, the more you're like, wait, these cars are actually really good.
like really good in terms of
No,
what?
it's if you want something that's rear-wheel drive, powerful, and has a good engine, the JDM scene is fantastic. And it's right-hand drive, that means we can still drive in Malaysia.
I guess it's just not very common in the international.
Yeah, and they're quite cheap.
They are quite special looking, I would say.
Yeah.
JDM, very unique.
And you're not going to see one on the road because you're probably going to see an old 5 Series, but I think this is more special, more. I would.
Oh, definitely.
I've been looking at how to import one back.
JDM.
I know. Or even like the Subaru Legacy, not the Outback, the Spec B. Think something like this.
I see this around.
Yeah, because I've been talking about it for so long.
I think I've seen them on the road,
Yeah, they're okay.
but very few.
Mm-hmm. But anyway, let's get back to that.
Yep.
The JDM thing is a bit too much. For the second car, it'll be something like a Sylvia, or even a Honda Beat.
It's a small one, is it?
Yep, like the Copen, the 660cc.
Oh.
See? So you have your big, practical, six-cylinder Japanese sedan estate for doing all your JDM cushy stuff. And then you have something small and revvy. It's mid-engined.
Yeah,
So
a
there
very
you go.
tiny mid engine.
660cc's of screaming Japanese tininess. I think it arrives to 9,000, I think. Or some ridiculous red line one.
Oh,
See?
very cute.
That's a good two-car solution.
Mm,
Moving back here. G-Wagon and Porsche is a GT3.
GT3.
That's not too bad.
Mm. Yeah, nice. The G Wagon don't look too. It's like an old one as well, so it's
Yeah,
nice.
it's the more subtle one, not the
Yeah,
Rash G63 currently.
it's slightly off topic, but if I were to
Mm-hmm.
ever own a G Wagon, I would go for like the older ones
Oh yeah,
rather
definitely.
than like
Not
the
not
flashy
not the
one.
too old ones.
Like
Not
the one in the picture we just
yeah, the
saw.
mid 2000 ones.
Yeah, mid 2000 ones, because the new ones have got like its sort of reputation to it. Either soccer mom or drug dealer or rapper.
But would you own a G-Wagon? I wouldn't.
Uh, maybe not lah. I think there are other better choices out there for what it does.
Look at this.
Wow. What's the thing behind though?
It's a motorbike, but I'll get this generation Range Rover, the L322.
Yeah.
I really like this design. It still looks fresh now.
Actually, I'll get the G Wagon. At least it will start every time.
Will it though? Actually, I think a G-Wagon will
Yeah,
probably
G
start.
Wagons are fairly reliable.
Think
But a
so.
motorbike. Mm.
This will be another topic because I think we'll have to convince myself out of getting a motorbike license.
Do you think, I mean, obviously none of us have owned a bike before, but do you think you can get more fun out of like a motorbike than like a sports
I
car?
think that's what everyone says. So I'm going to say that you probably could.
Yeah, so you might as well just get a bike then. It's not that expensive, and at least if you have other commitments and responsibilities, like you can justify it better. If you want to have fun, just get a small motorbike, right?
So what you're saying is get a CX-5 and a motorbike?
Yeah, exactly.
Actually
That
though,
is the perfect compromise.
if you think of it this way, if you have a two-car garage, you can fit a bike in it, I'm sure.
Um, so like two car plus one bike or one car, one bike.
Yeah, two car plus one bike.
Yeah, I don't see why not.
That expands your horizons to what cars you can get.
Yeah, so maybe your like fun car doesn't have to be the extreme end of fun. It doesn't have to be like really out there. It can be just like a bike, and then you can settle for something less extreme, if that makes sense.
I agree with you on that. But I think the bike takes care of the adrenaline side, and the second car will be something like this, the Lamborghini Miura.
Sure.
You want something that is the epitome of a car? How do I put it this way?
I get what you mean.
The bike takes care of all the fun shit already, the fun stuff.
Yeah.
The bike does all the adrenaline stuff, and you just want a car that you lust after.
Yeah, a showy car that looks
Yes.
nice and not necessarily like adrenaline packed.
Yeah, it could be like something like the Lamborghini Miura or the 356, the Porsche we mentioned just now.
Yeah, okay, yeah. They don't necessarily give you the type of adrenaline or like the fun that you
You're not sitting on a roller coaster, but yet that's the third avenue of car ownership.
the car that you lust after.
Hmm.
Yes, good point.
Or something like this one, the 635 BMW. It's not the
Oh,
fastest thing, but it's
it's something you can last after. Yeah, I can
yeah,
see that. Ah, okay, yeah, 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 yeah. Because like cars like that is like really not that fun, but you just love looking at it.
yeah,
Driving it makes you feel good, that sort of thing. But it doesn't actually gives you like joy in the adrenaline way.
yeah. And looking at
Oh,
this picture, if you replace the Lotus behind with a bike, you have
mhm.
the BM in the garage, you have the bike in the garage, and you have a Range Rover there.
Oh, that's a good one.
That's a good two-car garage plus one bike.
Oh, that's actually a very good. Yeah, never thought of it that way actually. Mm.
Two
Or
cars
just
plus
get a
one bike.
go-kart.
Yeah, but see, you can still fit your go-kart in the house
You can.
because it doesn't take up much space. You can put it in right somewhere, build
Yeah,
a dog
yeah,
house for it and dump it there.
yeah. And you can fit it in your Range Rover.
Yeah. Whenever you're not using it, just put it in the Range Rover.
Yeah, could do.
Hmm. Defender 911 GT3?
That's all right.
Yeah,
It's like
that's
very
okay.
very typical lah. This one, one SUV, one sports car.
Scrolling down. Ooh, I do like this. This will also work for me.
What's that? A Porsche?
It's a 944 and
Oh,
an
it's a
Audi.
Volkswagen.
No, it's a Porsche.
Is it?
Yeah.
Two cars. Oh, okay. Yeah, I thought it was
Yeah,
a
it's
Porsche.
a Porsche 944 and an Audi A4, A6. But
So one
anyway,
practical car and one car
yeah.
that you last after slash
Yes.
can have fun in.
And it's usually something old.
Yeah, yeah. I think right, cars that you last after has to be old. Okay, maybe not for everyone, but at least for us, I think it's like there's a trend over here. There's a
Yeah.
common theme. It's like it has to be old.
We have one new practical cushy car, one old desirable car that you have no reason to own. And you have a
Yes,
bike to
to
just
have fun
if you want to light a fire up your ass, you have the bike.
or just clear your mind and have fun. But
Yeah.
I think you made a very good point there about like car that you last. It has to be useless. Like there's absolutely no reason why you will own it, but you just want one.
Yes.
And I think that it would be nice to have one of those in a two-car garage if we can manage to fit it.
Yeah, going back to without the bike, the car that you lust after must also satisfy your adrenaline instincts. So that narrows down the field to basically just old supercars.
Yeah,
But
yeah, agree. Yeah.
with the bike now, that takes care of all the adrenaline in you, and you just have a car that you can take out on a Sunday to cars and coffee.
Yeah,
So it doesn't need to be fast. It could be anything
yeah,
from a E30 320i. It doesn't need to be the M3.
yeah. It just have to be something that you. I think this will one day be for me is the 330 Ci E46.
Oh yeah, something like that. No, but then
Yeah,
again, the E46 330 Ci is still relatively good.
I mean not when I can buy it. 20 years from now, you think you still want to say it's good? It's barely good now, and you're telling me 20 years from now it'll be good.
I still think the 330 Ci is still a relatively good car because I'm thinking of cars that I last after being things like a Honda City Cabriolet. Hmm,
Remind me what it's supposed to
I'll
look like.
Google it. It's a hatchback with a convertible top and it has the motorcycle behind. This one. You've cut off. I think your laughter has.
Do I come back in again?
No, I think you're fine.
Wait,
I think the recording didn't pick up your laughter.
is that a motorbike or like a bicycle? It's a
No, it's a motor
motorbike.
compo. It's a yeah. See, you can have a cabriolet. I think the cabriolet means you can't have the motorbike, but
Wait. What do you mean if when you have a cabriolet you can't have a motorbike?
because I think the cabriolet top means you can't fit the motorbike inside now.
Ah,
But if you can get the Honda City with the motor compo, yeah, no one in their right mind will own one of these. But I like it.
I'm gonna say like a folding bike. It looks too small
Yes,
for a bike.
yes, it's tiny.
And it runs on petrol, lah, I assume.
Oh yeah, and the genius of it is, if I have this as my second car, then I have
It's
two
sorted
cars and two
already.
bikes.
What the two bike being the Honda City.
No, 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 because the bike fits in the boot.
Okay. But you
Yeah.
think a
So
small bike like this will be able to satisfy your
no, no, you
adrenaline?
you you no, you'll have a big bike for doing all the adrenaline stuff, and then you have the small
Oh,
bike for when you just want to go, to 7-Eleven down the road.
it looks like a toy.
Yeah, it is. It's fantastic.
Both of them, the car and the bike, is a toy.
Yes.
And that's why it's something you have to be last of time.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's totally unreasonable to ever suggest owning one, but I like it.
you have very good taste.
Good meaning weird, I think.
Uh,
Okay,
uh,
getting back to this, we're nearly done.
yes.
Looking at this, Ferrari 348 and Discovery. I don't mind this, but for a two-car garage, I think the Discovery needs to be newer.
Yes. Or not be a discovery.
Yeah.
Seeing how both of these cars are like old cars, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do you think you will be able to live with like two cars that are like 20 years or older?
I
You think
was
you'll be
just
able to live
about to
with it?
bring this up. I don't think I can.
I mean, like you look at it, it's like interesting. Seems like it'll be a lot of fun,
Mm,
but like every day, you think you can actually live with it, like with the old
no.
stuff, no tech. Okay, tech is one thing, but like it's just old, you know?
I think it goes back to, like we said before, cars that are 10 years old can still be used as a daily driver today. But
Mm.
I think both these cars here are just a bit too old.
Yeah,
If it was a Discovery that was one generation newer, like the Discovery 4, I know
yeah,
this is a
yeah.
Discovery 2, then there's a Discovery 3, a Discovery 4, but the Discovery 4 is new enough that you can still use it today.
Which is like the 10-year-old one, lah,
Yeah,
right? Yeah,
10
yeah,
years
yeah.
old.
Actually, right, 10 years ago, you think it's like a long time, but 10 years
It's not.
ago was like 2012. And
Mm-hmm.
in 2012, there were already a lot of cars.
Yeah, that era was really good.
Yeah.
Because if you think of it, the 2000s was when there was a lot of exciting cars. So you have AMG coming up with good stuff, you have BMW coming up with the M5s, the M3s, those were good. But it was in the 2010s when they made it work.
They refined on it and actually made it work. Yeah.
So even
Yeah.
if like the 2000s was when the first generation Cayenne came out, but it's only in the second generation where it actually is desirable. Desirable in the
Mm,
sense where you can use it today.
mm, yes.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
one of these cars, the slow, cushy, comfortable one, needs to be new-ish.
At most 10 years old. Yeah.
Yes.
Then
And then the second car could be something old and decrepit. Doesn't matter.
yeah.
Okay, scrolling down further. Hey, that's it.
Oh, that's it. Wow.
But in summary, let's try to figure out what our dream two-car garage is. If you
Oh.
think of our previous definitions, our previous descriptions, one of these cars need to be from 2010 onwards. That needs to
Mm,
be comfortable, cushy, doesn't need to be fast, but it needs to be practical.
yes.
And then
And
the
then
second
the
car
other
will
one.
be something that is desirable to you, which we both agree that needs to be old.
But if you have your comfy cushy car and a car that you last after, which is old, you most probably have to drive your comfy cushy car to work every day. I mean,
Yeah.
assuming you are a normal guy with a normal family with only two
Yes.
cars, can't be driving your toy car to work. And not having that option kind of takes away a little bit of joy, I guess. And it's
Okay,
sort of,
your comfy cushy car can still be fast because in the modern era now, there are cars these days that are both comfy, cushy, and fast.
yeah. So that almost has to be like your main car already. Like it's not something that you can choose. Like, oh, today I feel like a certain way and I want to drive my toy car, and another day I feel a certain way and then I want to drive my comfy cushy car. it's almost as if like your main car is a comfy cushy car, and when you are free and when you feel like it, you can take your toy car out for a spin. That's how it is already. Whereas I think I would prefer to maybe have a choice, like have two cars that I can jump between, depending on when. But I guess then you would need three cars for that then.
Not really. Okay, if going by your definition, what will be your dream two-car garage? Because I've got an answer already for mine.
Comfy cushy, definitely an SUV. I think I would love to have an SUV as like the comfy cushy one.
No,
Um
if going by your definition of two cars that you can alternate to drive to work every day.
yes, yes, yes. Yeah, so one of them is the comfy cushy one that still
Okay,
stays.
okay,
Then the other one has to be something that I last after.
okay.
Luckily, I'm not a dinosaur, so cars that I last after are not actually that ancient, right?
True.
And
You're not like
they,
me.
yes, I'm not like you.
Mm-hmm.
So just an example could be like what we talked about earlier, the 330 Ci. It's like
Okay.
it's not great, but on the off days where you want to bring it to work, you can still
You
do
still
it.
can. Yeah.
Yeah. So maybe not something like very old where you can't even like bring it to work, but something that is still dependable and can last after. So I wouldn't say I will get a toy like the
Makes
Honda
sense.
that you just showed us. No, I don't think
Makes
I'll
sense.
go
Makes
for
sense.
something like that. Yeah. Like what about you?
Do you want me to pull the rug under your feet? Because the answer that I have for my dream two-car garage, Range Rover,
Mm-hmm.
definitely. Either L322 or newer,
Mm-hmm.
and a Miata.
I never think of
NANB.
that.
Yep. I think that is
NAND.
a
Okay.
perfect two-car garage.
Whoa. Oh, okay. I don't know that the NANB is a toy though.
Yeah, but at a pinch, you can still drive it to work.
Ah, sure. Yes, sure. I'll
One
allow
needs
that.
to be a
Yes.
convertible. I need to have some wind in my hair. So that's why I got a
See, you
Miata.
haven't given up on the
Nope.
comfortable dream.
Nope. So one is a
That's a good
Miata
one.
and the other is a Range Rover Cayenne, whatever fits.
Or just have your wife, if you have a wife and a family in the future, just have your wife get the comfy cushy car. And then you can get two of your two cars that you like, two cars that are fun that you can both drive to work, or one drive to work and one toy car.
So that means you need a three-car garage.
Yes, essentially, yes, three car
No, but think, okay,
garage.
if we're going with the wife thing, then if the wife needs to go to work,
Yeah,
I'll let the wife take the Range Rover. I'll buy a new Miata.
brand new Miata.
Yep.
Oh yeah, definitely, yeah. Oh yeah,
And
that's a
that
good
has
idea.
completely contradicted our podcast topic 2 episodes ago.
Well, if you haven't heard that, you should probably go listen to it.
Okay, if
Uh,
we're being fair here, lah, if we're being entirely transparent, the topic came up was when I was thinking of putting another car next to my Polo, and I was like, maybe a Range Rover? Because I can still have fun with the Polo, and I can still drive that to work, I think. And I have a practical car for going to IKEA.
I tell you what, instead of Range Rover, it's the Tucson that you had, okay?
That was our two-car garage. We had the Jazz and the Tucson.
Yeah, yeah,
That
yeah.
worked perfectly.
The answer was right in front of you this whole time.
I know.
I don't know why, but SUVs though, like as much as I hate them for being so popular, I would see myself really enjoying owning one of them. It's just like you feel the presence on the road, you feel like you own the road
I think we're encroaching
driving an
onto another
SUV.
topic that I had written down, which is why an SUV is the perfect city car. But I agree, an
Mm.
SUV is amazing.
I guess there's a reason why they're so popular, right?
Yeah, because you just sit up high, and that's already a good feeling already.
Yeah, unfortunately,
I think also it's that you have the feeling that you can drive through anything, and that sense of security is quite nice to have.
though you actually can't do that, right?
I'm thinking in a sense where if it's heavy rain, I know that I can drive through the water,
Ah, okay,
or
okay.
if there is some crap on the road, I know I can drive through it. Or heaven forbid, if I was in an accident, I know I'll probably come out okay.
Yeah,
Because I can't actually say the same thing with my tiny car. Or I
nope.
can't say the same thing in, I don't know, maybe a Golf or even a sedan. It's like, will you survive? The logical part of me will understand that you will survive. It's just that you
It's
feel
just a feeling.
safer.
It's a
Yeah,
peace of mind thing.
yes.
Yeah. It's just such a shame I've never actually driven an SUV, I don't think so. I've
Oh
actually
yeah,
never driven an SUV.
you're one of the rare breeds who haven't. Because you're one of the rare breeds where your whole family has no SUVs.
Well, we had a Touareg too. I did drive like that a few times illegally, but
Eh,
I barely knew how to drive.
yeah, but you haven't felt the presence of it. You haven't felt it on the
No, I
road. Driving
haven't.
an SUV, it's a
I
bit
haven't.
different.
Maybe we should let's just end this topic first.
Yes. We'll
We're just
save this
chit
topic
chatting
for
at
another
this point.
time. Yeah, we'll save this topic for another time. We'll end the recording and then we'll decide what else to do. We don't even know whether this will come out okay or not, but if you have listened to it so far, thank you, I guess.
Yeah. Good job for sticking with us.
Yes. We'll try to have more regular programming soon.